Yep.
Okay, so guys, we are going to address now what happens if your defense gets beat, you're pinned, he's got the underhook, he's got the crossface. Basically, it's about as bad as it gets in the half guard. It means you're about to get passed. So our posture, our structure has been defeated. We're in deep shape. This is probably the most important thing you're going to learn today. It's the least cool, it's the least dynamic, it's not a finish, it's nothing like, you know, it's not awesome, but conceptually, if you understand it, it's going to add a ton to your game. So, we're here. He's got crossface in, he's got everything set. This is a simple sweep, and the first time you do it on someone, every time I've tried this on anybody, the first time, it has been a sweep. But we're not going to count on it as being a sweep. Alright, what I'm going to do is going to stay here. I'm going to block his base over here. So we talked about three things: base, posture, and structure. I block his base here. I plant my foot. I get my base. I address his posture by bending his neck. Right? So I've taken his spinal integrity, I've compromised it, I've interrupted his kinetic chain, and I've shifted his weight onto this post. We're going to address why that's going to be successful in a second. But I'll just show you the technique quickly. My foot is planted. I'm trying to plant this foot as much as possible, which actually loads his hips up on me a little bit. I take away the base. I'm actually going to bring my head tight to the ground to trap this space, and I take him out of his posture, and I simply bridge. All right? It feels cheesy as all hell when it happens to you, but I've swept really good guys with it for this simple reason. Has anybody seen the Simpsons episode where Homer puts his hand in the vending machine and holds onto the can? The firefighters come in and go, "Sir, we're going to have to saw your arm off. But before we do, you're not still holding on to the can, are you?" And then everybody laughs and Homer's humiliated. The reason this sweep works is because everybody in life is Homer Simpson in this situation. He's holding on, and he thinks he's got me, so he's going to hold on real tight. So the first time, because he's being greedy and he's holding on to that can, as I bridge, that post stays trapped, I sweep him. Works like a charm. However, after you catch somebody once or twice, and they don't want to be Homer Simpson anymore, when you go to sweep them, they're going to post with this hand. So let me start again. Right. Now, what have we done? We've taken somebody out of base. They've had to recover their base. What I'm going to do now is put my hand on his bicep, put my hand in here, come back to my structure, turn so you guys can all see this. So, back here, I take his base, I take his posture, I take his structure, I put my structure in, and we're back to our original position. All right? No matter how deep you get into this, you can always recover with this. As a matter of fact, go to side mount. This will work exactly the same from the side mount. He's holding on real tight. I take his base, I scoot up a little bit so that my hips are loaded up underneath him. I take his posture, I bridge. You will totally sweep people with this, I guarantee you. Because again, Homer Simpson. All right?
Hang on your head.
Does anybody have any questions? Need to see it again?
Sure, one more time.
One more time? All right. So, I bring this hand onto his base. I try to drive it in like I'm closing my arms together. I'm pinning his arm just in case he's not Homer Simpson, and I'm using like a clothesline. Right? I'm basically trying to club him with my bicep as hard as I can. All right? Here, this is going to happen at the same time. Like I'm turning a big wheel. I'm planting my feet close to my butt. I'm pointing my knee up a little bit. See how that shifts his hip onto me a little bit? That actually is going to make him hold on a little bit tighter. And then I'm going to bridge. And as hard as I can, first I explode and I bridge. And then I come right into position here. I've got my cross face now. His arm is up here. I'm going to drive it to here. And I'm going to start to go to mount. He's going to keep this hooked. And in the future we can do something super cool with this. But for now, we'll just do the original sweep. Let the guy do this. I know you guys know now not to be Homer Simpson. Be Homer Simpson a few times. Let the guy sweep you. And then we're going to go post, bicep inside, get your structure, get back to that original half guard position. I swear, guys, this will save your ass so many times when you're rolling. This is the most valuable thing you're going to learn today. All right?